Chairman Ujjwal Lahoti ji, distinguished members and office bearers of TEXPROCIL, ladies and gentlemen. This evening, on this dais, on this platform, we celebrated excellence, we celebrated growth, we celebrated innovation. But at the onset, let me reach out and congratulate Team TEXPROCIL for uniquely celebrating people today by bringing in a category which recognizes those organizations which are one of the highest employment generators of this fiscal year. Indian industry has been known as the harbinger of change, has been known as the harbinger of technology innovation. But the fact that TEXPROCIL on this platform celebrates the mettle of the textile industry is something that is to be applauded. As has been said before me, this is a sector that engages around 50 million individuals in our country. But this is also a sector that uniquely benefits close to 6 million farmers across our nation. And tonight, when we celebrate the Export Awards, we also celebrate the contribution of the Indian farmer, and that it is done on a scale such as TEXPROCIL is again something which has my appreciation. In my conversations with the office bearers of TEXPROCIL, the fact that they are overjoyed that the cotton textiles sector has seen a growth of around 26% in the current year, I share that joy, but I also understand that it sets a benchmark for you to double in the forthcoming fiscal year. I do hear a little bit of a laughter on that particular note. But then this is TEXPROCIL. The higher benchmark you give, the easier it is for them to attain despite challenges domestically or internationally. That we have set our eyes on the sky can also be facilitated by the fact that you have grown in conventional and unconventional markets, that you have taken along not only the big set in the industry, but also propagated growth for the SME participants in the TEXPROCIL family is something that needs to be a source of inspiration for other EPCs to follow. Today, as the Honorable Prime Minister has enunciated time and again, we see the textile industry as an inclusive industry that takes a journey from farm to fashion and onwards to foreign. The fact that in the Government of India, in this particular year, the cotton season 2018 to 19, we have increased the MSP for fair average quality grade cotton seed by 28% shows the government's commitment to facilitate the cotton sector from farm onwards to exports. Mr. Lahoti was kind enough to thank the Government of India on various initiatives and efforts, and you have also taken this opportunity to attract our attention towards the challenges that you face as an industry and as an organization. As has been said by my esteemed colleague, Shri Suresh Prabhu, be assured of the government's consistent support, for in your growth lies the growth of the Indian economy, the growth of the Indian people. In order to ensure that the Government of India connects with more and more of the cotton textile industry, not only do we have participation from TEXPROCIL on issues such as GST, MEIS, in policy making, but we also ensure that through technology, the government, through our institutions like the Cotton Corporation of India, engages in constant conversations with our farmers and the industry at large. Today, I'm also reminding TEXPROCIL that the announcements made by the Honorable Prime Minister yesterday, specifically for the MSME sector, is something that I would request that you reach out to especially the 35% of your membership that is particularly constituted of the MSME sector, so that they know that for the first time in the history of our nation's economy, we have given our banking institutions a mere 59 minutes to ensure that they give in-principle approval for loans to our small traders and our organizations. The fact that we have interest subvention of 2% for those traders who are registered in the GST is something that has been celebrated. But what I would have a huge hope for participation from TEXPROCIL is the 6,000 crore package announced by the Honorable Prime Minister, specifically for technological upgradation in the MSME sector. If there are any suggestions forthcoming from TEXPROCIL to help the MSME segment in the cotton textile environment, we are more than happy to take those suggestions along and ensure that in the technology upgradation segment, we incorporate the views and the suggestions given by TEXPROCIL. Tonight, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, we have celebrated achievement, we have celebrated innovation, we have celebrated employment. Forthcoming week brings us the Festival of Lights, and here's hoping that the pathway that has been lit by all the award winners today is a pathway for success for others to emulate. Once again, my grateful thanks for TEXPROCIL for inviting me this evening to join you in this celebration of excellence. And I'm hoping, as I said in the beginning of my remarks, the benchmark of doubling your growth next year is a benchmark that we all actually deliver upon. Mr. Lahoti, I'll only say this, that you will not be alone in that endeavor. The Ministry of Textile will walk shoulder to shoulder with TEXPROCIL to ensure that you achieve these goals. My congratulations to all the award winners for this brilliant performance. Jai Hind.